It never ceases to amaze me how women come out and drag the men that they have chosen to father their kids and their children after the fact. And I think we need to be very, very cautious about how we move and about the things that we say about people. Because it's very easy to run with a narrative, especially when you have any type of status in social media or in entertainment or whatever. It's very easy to get off a narrative, right? And so this Keke Palmer situation, for one, Keke will just not go away. She got like a taste of the spotlight, I guess. And she tried to use it to bump her little career. She released or re-released the old song where she was talking about fuck her baby daddy and all this, that, and the other. And then she went on and she released that terrible song with Usher. I don't know why Usher did that. I mean, I get it in theory of why he did it, but for him, it was just a bad look. It absolutely did nothing for his career. Usher didn't need Keke Palmer at all. Keke Palmer needs Usher. And it was just a bad look. The song was terrible. Nobody listened to it. It was on nobody's chart. It charted nowhere, right? So she did all of this for a press run, initially. Made all this attention. Everybody, all the females, all the women was in support of it. Oh, Keke, Keke, get it, girl. Oh, he gonna be sad now. He gonna be sad now, right? And then what happens after that? Well, months later, you see Keke right back with the dude that she was just dragging. Months later, right back with him. And y'all women had to shut up. All y'all had to shut up. All y'all had to have a nice cup of sit the fuck down and shut the hell up. Because she was right back with him. Which is the same thing that we always talk about on this channel of why women choose to continue to deal with all these men that they say are so bad. Y'all drag them. Y'all trash them. These men are terrible according to y'all. But y'all still choose to deal with them. Why? Not only do you choose to deal with them, but you choose to go back to them. So recently, Keke Palmer has filed for custody, and she's been now granted, I believe, custody of her and her ex-fiance's son. Let's get into it. This is ridiculous. You know, I thought that we wouldn't have to worry about Keke anymore, but I was wrong. So here's an article here. It says why Keke Palmer sought custody of son and restraining order against Darius Dalton, because these accusations that she's making now are serious, very serious. So according to U.S. Weekly, Keke Palmer filed for sole legal custody of 8-month-old Leo on Thursday, November 9th. In the paperwork, she explained her concern for Leo's safety with his father. Man. Again, let me say this and foremost for the idiots first. Don't try to use this as me saying that abuse in any type of way is okay. It's not okay from men and it's not okay from women. Nobody, abuse of any kind, mental, physical, doesn't matter what it is. Nobody is giving passes for abuse. However, you should still be very cautious in the words that you use when you're dragging someone and you're talking about someone that you decided to choose as your baby's father. But we're going to get into it. Let's read and see what she had to say. She said, I'm very concerned for Leo's safety with Darius, given his violent... I'm assuming that means that was supposed to be volatile. Is volatile a word? Maybe I'm an idiot. I'll look it up later. And jealous nature. Comments he has made which have caused me grave concern and the lack of restraint Darius has already exhibited regarding his temper in front of our son. Keke Palmer reportedly shared with the court. In an update shared on November 10th, Radar reports that a Los Angeles judge has granted Keke Palmer a temporary restraining order against Darius Dalton. He must stay 100 yards from Palmer and their infant son. Palmer also has sole custody of Leo until further notice. Darius is not allowed visitation. There's reportedly a December 5th hearing in the books to determine the permanent status of the orders. Radar reports that the court gave Darius Dalton 24 hours after being served with these orders to turn in a handgun that he owns. He must give the weapon to local law enforcement. Keke Palmer told the court that he had previously threatened to commit self-harm if she left him. Keke describes abuse incidents in court docs. One abuse incident reportedly occurred on November 5th. Security footage captured the incident. Palmer says that Darius trespassed into her home without her knowledge or consent. While there, Palmer says he screamed at her before lunging in her direction, grabbing at her neck and face, and also knocked her backwards over the couch, stole her phone out of her hands, and then ran out of the house. Darius reportedly wanted to take their son to a football game, and Palmer refused. After police arrived at the scene, Keke says they recommended she file a restraining order. As mentioned, Radar Online released screenshots of that security footage. I'm not going to show them here. You all can go look them up. But just because of YouTube's policy, I'm not going to show it. And plus, I don't know a picture is a picture. A picture is not a video. So I don't want to put it out there, at least from my channel, that a picture is factual evidence of something more serious taking. Again, not dismissing assault, because if assault happened, then he needs to be dealt with accordingly, because I think he's a goofball too. But I'm just not going to show the pictures here on this channel. Y'all can go Google them. I'm pretty sure y'all seen them already anyway. Attached to Palmer's filing, they seem to show Darius seemingly gripping Keke Palmer while she's partially removed from a blue couch. In another February 2022 incident, Keke says Darius choked and slammed her onto the stairs in her home after becoming violently jealous and irrationally angry over a bikini picture. The night before that incident, he had allegedly slammed her on the bedroom floor and slapped her head from side to side. There's the footage there. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show the. It's not footage. It's a picture, but I'm not going to show it. I have something else here that I want to go over before I get into what I got to say about this, because as cut and dry as it sounds and as it seems with this, it's not.
Look,
This is Keke Palmer's mother, and she had a lot to say because Darius Jackson's brother, of course, came to his defense, as I would expect a brother to do, and she had a lot to say about this. But she said something that's very interesting here, and I want you all to pay attention.
Never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself. For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posted when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter.
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. You went to your daughter. This is Keke Palmer's mother. So your own mother is saying that you knew. She's admitting what this is she's admitting she didn't even know it. I told y'all, all you got to do is let people run their mouth, and they're going to tell on themselves. So what she just admits here is that for over a year now, she has known that Keke Palmer, her boyfriend, has had an abusive problem. Now, if that's true, well, Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson's child, from my understanding anyway, is only 8 months old or so. Why in the world? Somebody help me out in the comments. Young ladies, please answer for this. Why in the world would you have a child with someone that you know is physically and mentally and emotionally abusive towards you? Why? Why would you choose to spread your legs, get bussed in, let this fool shoot up the club, and then you go and reproduce a child by that same abusive individual, or at least allegedly abusive individual. Why in the world would you do that? See, everybody wants to give Keke Palmer passes, right? Everybody wants to hold her up and lift her up over their heads and say, look, she needs to be protected. And then you'll see, coupled with that, all in the comments about how black women aren't protected and how they're not looked after and how black men don't care about them. But when are y'all gonna care about your goddamn self? Shouldn't it start with you first? Shouldn't you love and have enough respect for yourself to not put yourself in a situation where you're reproducing with a dude that you said is physically, emotionally abusive? Your mama just told on you. So y'all been knew that this nigga was abusive. And you go, and your response is to get back with him after the immediate attention failed, right? After your rollout failed, after you try to get hot again, after you try to boost your failed music career by using that and the whole debacle with Usher. After that didn't work out, then you was like, all right, I guess I'm done playing games. And you went right back to him. But then to have a child by this man that you said is abusive and you knew it. How do we know? Because your mama knew. How are y'all not tired of making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again? After you hit your head once or twice, you should learn something, right? In the same fashion, you done bumped your head 3-4 times. Now you in the same predicament again? The learning curve can't be that. The learning curve can't be that difficult. It can't be. Why are we giving passes and excuses for terrible life decisions that these people are making? Quick to run to the defense of it. They deserve each other as far as I'm concerned. Both of them. They fucking terrible. You make bad decisions, now you got to deal with them. It's okay to not want the man. That's fine. Nobody has a problem with you not wanting Darius back. But then to not want him to be around his son, you don't get to make that choice. You shouldn't. I should say, you shouldn't get a chance to. You shouldn't have the opportunity to make that choice. But unfortunately, here in our economy, in America, you do get to make that choice. The mom gets to make all the choices. Typically, that's how it goes anyway. But that was a choice you made. You chose the baby's father. You let him skeet in you. Now you want to keep him away from his father? What am I missing? Somebody make this make sense. It's okay to not want the man, that's fine. But you don't want the man to want his son? Oh no. Oh, we can't allow that.
And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy. We know he's the biggest in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women, just like his little brother.
So if they both have a history, not only are you saying, my gosh, bro. So not only does Darius have a problem with women and have a history of being abusive and emotionally damaging towards women, but you're saying his brother does as well. You're saying they both ain't shit. So if they both ain't shit, what in the world does your daughter, why in the world would your daughter go and tie bloodlines to this man permanently for the rest of her goddamn life? See, Oh, it's the accountability. Look all over. It's accountability to be found nowhere. You can't find it anywhere. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to own it. They just want to cry victim. As far as I'm concerned, Keke and Darius deserve each other. They both idiots. And I'm tired of seeing this shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the whole story. I just feel sorry for the child. Y'all need to do better.
Ain't no forgiveness, I'm looking for revenge. She asked me was we finished, I guess that all depends, huh? Stay true to your village, can read you through your skin. Stay loyal to that soil, I guess that all depends, huh? Bitch, ain't no forgiveness, I'm looking for revenge. She asked me was we finished, I guess that all depends, huh? Stay true to your village, can read you through your skin. Stay loyal to that soil.